Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. I just want to take a couple minutes to kind of go through quickly on my likes and dislikes of the game, of this the first look of PGA Tour 2K25. So obviously we only have 9 holes to play, right? So we don't get to enjoy any other courses, no conditions, so everything is kind of set the same for everyone for right now. So the highest overall you can get with your My Player is 70. We can't even try out, besides going through the little training part with Tiger, we can't try out a pro that has 99 overall. So, but I did pick Sculptor for right now. I might play around with a couple different modes, but I'm going to jump into a round and just kind of play around. So, and I'll show you what the swing does, what I like, what I don't like, maybe they'll change down the road, maybe they won't. But let's begin around here at TPC Scottsdale, because that's the only course we can play right now.
All right, 10th hole.
All right, so likes to start off with. The animations are great. I do like all the animations. The obviously John talking in the background is pretty much the same. I mean, they use a lot of the same phrases and stuff that they pulled from 2K23, which is fine. I mean, people like that. People, don't seem to matter too much. And before I get too far in here, I will show you, and I switched my difficulty. I have been playing on Legend for a little while. The difficulty that I have it set right now is 1.56. It is on Master. Some people play on Pro, which is totally fine. A step up to Master is just a little bit tougher. Rhythm preference is on. The swing bias input offset is on. One thing I will tell you too, vibration is typically I have it on transition only, but if you're just starting out with the game, this might help you a little bit too. The vibration, if you are swing stick and you're swinging the club back, and if you're a little offline, it'll vibrate and kind of tell you if you're not in that zone. Light range is a simulation, so it's not shown. You can switch it over to classic if you want. That's not a big deal to me, but and all this stuff is kind of just personal preference. So the provisions typically, the guys that play TGC settings have all of this off. Course yardages is actually off. That might be book only. It's hard to say for the yardages and stuff. I've just been playing with it off. The light grid is actually off. I can flip that on for right now, so that's no big deal. But anyway, I want to get back into the swing here. And I have noticed a little bit of lag on PS5, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed that too. So like if you zoom out, that one was pretty smooth, but sometimes it does stutter a little bit, and I don't know if that's something they're working on or what, or if it's just PS5. I'm sure PC has higher settings that allows that to do that. So I'm just going to hold down L1 here and talk about the swing over there a little bit. So I set it up. You have two options when you set up your player. You can either be a draw basis bias or a fade, whatever way you look at it. It's backwards for me because I'm mirrored. A draw is what I picked. So you can pick a fade and it's going to go, the opposite way. It's going to come down like this and go up. I swing with the left stick, and I use both of my thumbs. So I do have a thumb video out there. Maybe I'll put a card up in the corner or something. You can go check that out if you want. But this swing is quite a bit different. So you have to, especially on the higher difficulties, if you did take the difficulty all the way down to perfect swing, you could just swing and it's just perfect every time. You don't have to worry about that. But up in the master and legend especially, you have to be a lot more precise. So what a lot of people have been doing is going to practice swing. So what I'll do is actually, I'll take my controller and actually turn it sideways. So like I said, I use the left stick. So if you take this and go straight down, straight forward, obviously I'm backwards and I'm doing it with one finger, you know, you can see how you can probably get fairly close. So I'm going to take a couple practice swings by, of course I hit my thing on my controller, which is fine, by turning your controller sideways and doing a couple swings. So you can get usually one perfect. It's a little bit closed at top, a little bit open at top now, and that was really close. That was really close too. So I can get, my problem is usually I can get one or the other. And as soon as you figure out, there's your perfect. Figure out that kind of how you want to hold the controller in a way, you know, and then you can kind of take it off. And that was a little bit open. It might catch the edge of the bunker. Looks like we're going to the fairway. No, it's actually going to be perfect. It's going to be absolutely perfect. But I'm going to play a couple holes here. Nothing huge. But talk about. This one's around 90 yards out. I do like how the swing can be punishing if you're a little off, especially on Master, especially on Legend. If you have the face open at the top, you know, it's going to spray to the right as a right-hander. Closed is actually going to, you know, pull to the left pretty hard. So same thing at the bottom, you know. So it does mean a lot, but it does give you direct feedback, which is great. The thing that doesn't do anything anymore is the rhythm. The rhythm or the tempo or the timing, whatever you want to call it, it's non-existent in this game. So that was one of the things in 2K23 that made it extremely hard. The tempo was key to figuring out that timing right at the top because it was coming around swinging. So this game, especially when we get our player kind of leveled up, an overall 99, you know, we're going to get everything dialed in. We're going to do, you know, things a little bit, it's going to become pretty easy is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to try to hit a decent approach shot here. Might even spin back just a little bit. Oh, really beautiful. Well judged approach there. So that was without a practice. This one for birdie. Here's one of the other gripes that I have. Not really a gripe, just a, you know, something that's a little bit different. The green grids, very, very similar to 2K23. They might be a little lighter in color, so a little bit less, you know, visually in your face. So these seem like they're a little bit more low-key, just kind of a little bit easier to read. But The other thing that's a little different is the sound that the actual putter makes. So I don't know if that's something that's, you know, a 2K thing, because we can't switch putters yet. But if you can hear that, I don't have my headset on, so I can't hear the gameplay right now. But it does look a little, or it does sound a little goofy. It's so great.
Okay, teeing off now on the par 4 11th.
But another thing is, and let's see if on this hole I can set up a chip for you. It is a little different. The short game, however, I do like how it is harder. But like I said before, we haven't unlocked all of the, you know, the different shot types that we'll have. So again, couple practice swings. Get the timing and stuff kind of locked in. Little bit open. This is going to be on the right side. Am I going to get a good bounce? No, I do not. So kind of a punishing bounce. Just for being a little off,
grass here. Let's get
okay,
on
it's
out
fine,
of this.
you know, because I'm on a character that is only a 70 overall, where, you know, all that stuff's going to be a little bit tighter tolerances moving forward, you know, moving in there. So, what I'm going to try to do, of course, I'm probably going to hit a pretty good shot here, but maybe I can leave it out to the, yeah, out here. I actually tried to leave it right here too. So this is going to give me a little chip shot.
Back in the fairway.
And these chip shots
get into that green.
Are a lot harder.
Third shot.
So this used to be, you could either on the 2K23 you could take a chip with full loft, full backspin, and get it to bite pretty good, even if it's downhill like this. It would still run by, you know, maybe 8 to 10 feet, something like that. This, if I hit this and land right here, oh my gosh, I'm going to be 30, 40 feet away. So you're going to have to, like, land it, you know, here. And I don't even know what full loft and spin does quite yet to do anything. This is the other thing. The animation. So if I pulled this all the way back to here, the animation still goes up here before you get to the vibration. So if I hit this shot, it would literally just dribble out there, even though I'm, you know, fully animated like that. So that animation and this is literally just a little bit further. I mean, this is closer to it, so I don't know if maybe they'll adjust that going forward. I don't know.
This one has a chance at getting to the green.
That was the right idea, I think. So this is the one that's going to be kind of goofy looking. It's literally a kind of a bigger swing like this, but it literally just dribbles.
Oof, it almost went down.
And so that's a little goofy.
This one's
that's a little goofy in my mind. But like I said, I do like how the short game is a little harder. It does remind me of EA,
up to even
the EA PGA Tour. A little bit different, you know, but it's so weird that like rhythm, timing, tempo, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in this game. Doesn't matter on the hardest level. So those are some likes, some dislikes. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. How you're liking the game. Let's see if I can do one of the animations here. Oh, a little bit closed at the top, is going to be way
heading
left. This should kick a little bit to the right up top the hill, but that's about it.
That didn't hit the mark, did it?
This shot is a little tricky.
Here's our
here.
second shot on the 12th.
I did have an instance. If you were watching my Twitch stream, was that the other night? Where I was chipping from, like, literally, I don't know, right in here somewhere, and did a short chip, and it looked like it was going towards the hole, and then all of a sudden it teleported all the way over across that water by that tree. Super strange. So, I mean, obviously they're going to have little things that I got to work on. I don't even know if this will get there. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get this all the way there. Full power here. It did. Okay.
Oh, almost in there.
So even with
all right,
full
let's
power,
do it.
full spin,
This
it's not
to
going to
save
check
par.
up much.
Looks like this
It
one's
actually checked
taking a
up quite a
break
bit
to the left.
more than I thought it would, but I think it landed kind of in an uphill area there. So, but I do still have a putt for a par here.
This putt's tracking.
And we got it.
Nicely done. And you're at even par
the swing
currently.
plane on the putts, so you're straight up and down, matters again. So in
okay, this one's a par
2K23
here on the 13th.
if you were a little push or a little pull on your putt line, didn't really matter, wasn't really punishing to get you offline. This one, it does matter, especially on Legend, especially on Master. A little bit more difficult. So, all right, let's play this par 5. I'm going to see if I can get one in the fairway here for you. Couple practice swings. And usually if I'm playing, a lot faster, then I probably won't need to practice swing like this. But when I'm talking and playing and I don't have any game audio on, it's a little bit different. But there's your perfect.
Oh man, that
almost
was just
perfect rhythm.
Right.
You can hit up on the D-pad if you want to follow the ball, just like 2K23. It only has down.
And this one's around
left.
235.
It doesn't really have, and then forward or up
and
on
you
the
want
D-pad
this
is
one to
going to be
stick
follow the
nice
ball.
on that green. Bit
So
of a down
we
slope.
only got a
where we
couple
wanna
different
land this.
options there. I'm going to try to hit the 5 hybrid and run it up there. I don't know if this is going to be enough or not. It really depends on how I hit the ball accurately too. Now I opened it up, but this should, yeah, it probably would have been a little bit short. Gonna have a little awkward pitch shot here now. And the pitch shots are, actually I like the pitch shots a little bit better now. They don't just check up. Like before, you could hit this shot full off, full spin, and that thing would just hit and then grab. I'm gonna try to use this kind of a backstop here. Let's see if I can do this a little bit. That's too far. Oh my god! See how far that rolls out?
This could be a
On
birdie
the other
on the
game, it
scorecard.
might have hit there.
And
it would
this
have
one's
bounced on the
breaking
fringe, and
pretty
it might have
hard
actually
to the
have
right.
spun back. But this game, and maybe that's something that'll change with the fittings and the skills later on when you start leveling up your clubs and whatnot, So putting seems to be very similar. Just the downfall is like the sound that the putter makes, but I don't know if that's just the default putter that you're getting here. Perfect, a little bit open, just cresting the hill. Actually, this is a really good putt from there.
Nothing wrong with that putt.
Really good.
Okay, let's
putt.
sneak this one in for par.
I didn't even think I could get that anywhere close, but we did. But let me know down below, guys. Let me know what your comments are, what your guys' thoughts are. I'm not going to play the whole round here.
And you're at even par.
I'm just going to sit there and ramble. But overall, I guess I do like the graphics.
The par 4,
the putting
14th hole is next.
is a little bit more punishing, which the short game difficultness was a little bit easier. I know everybody hated the chipping right away in 2K23. It's a little different now, but I think we can get used to it. So I do like how hard putting and chipping is, and around the green in general. And like I said, maybe that'll change. Maybe it'll get easier when you level up your guy and get more shot types and bunker shots. I think there's a blast and a pick or something like that too, and a super flop maybe, which I always like the flops. The flop in this game is very difficult because you actually have to swing the opposite way of I swing with a draw. You have to swing this way. It's a little bit tricky, but I think we're going to get used to it. So I guess the dislikes, the no tempo, really, you know, the overall swing with no tempo is a little bit easier once you figure out, you know, the diagonal swing. You know, that's pretty much it as far as that goes. So, but seriously, guys, let me know. Hey, make sure you hit that like. We'll be back for a lot more content coming down the road, and hopefully you're enjoying it. But let me know, and I'll try to answer your questions too. So, thank you so much, and we'll see you later. Bye.